Science by Dan Brown. So basically, the book is about how a historian named Longden, he flies to Vatican City in order to figure it out. This four cardinals, they got kidnapped, right? So and then also from CERN, it's a facility, advanced scientific facility. They stole canisters that had antimatter. So yeah, he goes to Vatican City because they heard. He hurts with this other lady. Okay, they have found the canister, and then they associated the missing cardinals with the stolen antimatter. So yeah, when he arrives there, the Vatican police comes to him, and he takes him to where the Pope is being re-elected because he's dead. The Pope died, but he actually didn't die because of sickness, they had said. It was actually another priest that had killed him. So yeah, and then from there, they associated everything with the Illuminati. They thought the Illuminati would have come back and had and they
so
thought
right there, they're saying that the Illuminati exists?
Yeah, they said that the Illuminati existed. They had come back to take revenge of open them on the Catholic Church.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, after that, they went to two different places. They had to find out, it was a puzzle where they had to find out different things. There was a picture that represented air, and they had to go there because one of the priests was gonna get killed in a way that had to do something to deal with air, and then they had to find one with fire, and then at that part they found the priest. When they got there, the priest was still alive, and he tried to rescue it, but it was too late. The priest was set up on fire, and then he burned alive. He was burning alive. So yeah, after that, the last cardinal, that one gets saved, and then he becomes the new pope, and that's where the book ends. And then he talks about how he went back to where he used to live, and went back to what he used to do.
Mm-hmm.
So the main characters are Longden and Victoria. Longden is a historian. He works in Harvard. He teaches about
Harvard.
Yeah, he teaches about different symbols and stuff and what they mean.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the one that helped figure out all this thing about the Illuminati and actually figure out all these things, all these secrets. And then Victoria is the CERN's scientist. She and her father, they were the ones that created antimatter. And they first of all, they created big amounts. I think it was
Is it the antimatter that they talk about that's in space, or another one?
Yeah, kind of like that. It's we know when it says that it's combined if antimatter is combined with matter, then it's it's gonna explode,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So it's I think it's basically the same thing. But yeah, they created small amounts that wouldn't hurt nobody. But then as a secret, they kept that they had created I think it was 23 kilotons. That's millions of TNT. So they had created a nuclear weapon, but they said the antimatter is not radioactive or anything. It's a great source of energy. So yeah, and those are the two main characters of the book, and also the Vatican City police. But that's just different. And then the summary. I think the theme of the book is the religion and science. Even though they have always been in conflict, they trying to teach the same thing. It's the different approach for the same thing. To tell about God and how everything became to be like it's right now. Because for example, religion teaches that there's a good and evil, God is good and the devil is evil. And then science teaches that matter is good, and then it says that antimatter is evil, destroying everything. And then, so it's basically in religion you believe the same thing, that the devil has been created to destroy everything, right? So yeah, I think that's overall I think that's the theme of the book, that science and religion are the same thing, and trying to approach the same explanation. I mean, the same thing with different explanations. And then a connection that I make is self to world, because like I think this conflict is still around, because there's like different people who think that God created Earth and we all came to be like just like that. He just said to create Earth and Earth was created, and there's all the people who support. There's all the people who support like the scientific method that the Big Bang created the Earth and all that thing. So, but yeah, there's also people who also believe that the God created the Big Bang, and that's why Earth came to be as is right now. So, I made a self to text to word connection because of that. And then I think it's a pretty good book. I would recommend people to read it, even though it's long. It moves fast and it's pretty interesting. I think I think they'll enjoy it. But I guess they will have to read like the first book that Dan Brown wrote, which is Da Vinci Code, because in order to understand this book, like to enjoy this book, you have to read one of you have to have read one of his books before, or else you get confused. But overall, it's a pretty good book. With an interesting topic, and it keeps the reading, keep like wanting to be reading, keep reading. So yeah.
Cut.